What does that mean?
Oh, that was the worst throw.
It means I'm streaming
Fuck,
again.
man.
Not that anyone's gonna see it, except maybe
Oh
my friend.
God.
But just that
Josh
you're
and
being recorded now.
Foxy, you didn't kill the guy when he was grabbing the clam? You guys stopped stamping to grab the clam.
Alright. Well,
I was gonna die to that.
I'm just gonna do it. Ugh.
Where's the ballpoint? Okay, this is a good job.
Toshiro, who I forgot how.
You guys have clams. Thank you.
Alright, let's see.
F Rice.
No, we need.
Some
I killed
peculiar
all of them.
names going on here.
Oh my god!
That's a bad entry route.
I actually killed all.
It's okay.
That's not where you want to enter from. If you're playing against better teams, you die there. You really should be moving that way. I really wish I could pause with the map open.
You can't?
Why
No.
was that?
What the heck? Okay.
What are
Oh,
you streaming?
I think this person was intentionally trying to jump to somebody, but it was like too complicated of a play.
Yeah.
Alright, we finally finished
Well,
one.
it's not. It's a good play, but
Well,
don't
so
make
the
it
first
get
thing,
one.
the first thing that's wrong, right? If you look at the timing on this, right?
Yeah.
Like it just takes too long to get the first clear. They just take a. The route they've taken in mid is very poor. They should be painting left side, and whoever is painting left side should not be painting left side. They get their cooler like 15 seconds in, and on Zap with special charge sets shouldn't be happening.
Wait, GG rage quit.
And they don't even get their cooler in time for the opposing team yet, which is really bad now. Because now the opposing team just gets everything.
Oh, so we're doing it again. Okay.
I mean, yeah, they should not be jumping. They should jump out.
I wanna watch this. What is this?
It's a
This
deep
is
end.
my
you,
old
Loki.
friend. They are
Oh,
lower low.
wow.
They are subbing for a low.
I don't know what you're doing.
I like the I like the
Okay, well,
the gear. That was
Don't
It's fine.
stand around and hold ZR. You can also swim,
yeah, pretty much.
or you can hold your stick backwards too.
that was
Yeah,
throw-
nah, not against a wiper. Well, against a wiper, you should just swim.
Yeah.
And also, like that cooler. Who is that cooler going to?
yeah,
There's no push to constructor on it. Although I'm really curious how this guy is on there. Oh no, they kill him. Oh, they just don't look. They just are
React
not.
harder.
They just are not looking.
That's
yeah.
the thing with like a lot of.
He
the
could have
levels.
seen him. He could have seen them coming. He just doesn't react in time.
It's like
Well,
really
It wasn't even just that. They,
this game.
looked like they were looking for anybody on their plat.
Yeah, they weren't.
Kinda
Cooler
weird.
death, so it's okay.
That'll be like $5.
I hope they throw section down.
Almost bad.
I really should not be playing.
I don't.
I do not.
Cooler.
Fighting into a cooler with an inkjet out is particularly...
Please.
Okay,
Nice.
look at that.
But the dome was not capped. That's the main.
Oh wait, yeah, they haven't kept on here.
All bad.
They always do something.
They should not be ready. Yeah, it's just
Again.
they're not coolered. They need to cap zone. If they hadn't cap zone, then that would have been really bad. He needed to just hold back
Yeah,
and
be a
let
little
it.
calm
He has
about
3 weapons that can kill. Is the thing. Right? So he really doesn't need to be doing anything crazy. So
It's very detrimental, actually.
you know, he just needs to get cooler. If he pops cool.
Succeeding, really.
Yeah, it's just, there's no reason to run into 3 people with no support and no damage on anyone, and you don't have cooler, and
Yeah, but I assume they win this because the other team is going so.
No, they lose.
Running away is
It's
a good idea.
it is being live recorded right now,
Running away is a good idea, but
including your comments. So yeah.
it was like clumsy. Find a better way to do that.
Wait, what just happened there? Why are they so far up? That's my thing. You should not be in the front. Like, you should be able to see your friends in front of you. Unless you are coolered, you should always be able to see your friends in front of you with Zap. There's no reason for you to be the first point of contact. You're
Yeah,
too good at painting and throwing such. Like, why are you pushing this?
There are things that
Yeah, this thing that I
this escape is not really escape. You're actually putting yourself in.
Yeah, but like they shouldn't have dropped. He shouldn't have even dropped in the first place. Yeah, so. Okay. I don't know if that was called out. I don't know why we just raw pushed into a cooler with no info and didn't look. I don't know. Find a game. Please don't drop all of them.
I'll comment at the end of the game. Yeah.
Okay, fucked up. Holy shit. Wild. Okay, yeah, now you can push. Now you can push, because you're cool. Please push. Okay. Now, yeah. Now you throw sections onto the fly. Just paint throw section. I don't like this. I'm guessing you're gonna die here.
Please use squid roll. But that's very.
They again, like, you're putting yourself in a position where there's no one in front of you. And they can see you.
And I think you might try to jump out.
True.
Jump there works literally anywhere.
Yep, because the hitbox is stupid.
You remember none of this feedback. I have some general comments that I already can think of something.
I know the general feeling there. Like, this is just really bad because the ballpoint is literally looking there. Your teammates are not pressuring that spot on the left side. There's no way you can push anyone on the left side without just getting beamed by the ballpoint that's uncontested there.
Yeah, you gotta
Say
push
no
the
to
right
AR art.
Push the right side first, like throw bombs there.
Yeah.
Jump up on plat and then like run right
Yeah.
and just like hold that spot.
But going left here is crazy. There's no one in front of you, and they're all gonna shoot at you. Still wasted action. I don't know how this is even. Please put his on. Oh my. Okay. No. Not looking. I don't know why you went to the right there when it's purple and you need to keep zone painted. Frankly, I feel like there's no reason to jump in the first place. Just go to your plat and paint. Like, if you have the privilege of being on plat to contest zone as a zap, like, there's no reason to drop because you can just hold ZR. It's really hard to uncap the zone from you when you have section bombs. Do you have any, well, they're 2 down, so we should be able to just go in. Let's cap. What?
Are you looking? Are you watching?
Yeah.
I am one.
Yeah.
But I don't get it.
Terrible inkjet. But this is pretty sick.
You do that.
Can we just push into it now? Okay, again, yeah. You're just like, why are you fighting people? Stop fighting people. Stop running at people when they're... Like, you should only be shooting at people that are shooting at your friends. And if you are going to shoot at people, you should not be going for kills because NZAP does not kill fast enough. It's just very dangerous to go for because your weapon kills slow. And again, you're not fighting into people that are going to use it. Like, person on far right has an advantage on you when you push straight into them like that because they have high ground, they have more mobility, they're more likely to have support from plat. They can see you coming. Like, you have nothing there without a special, or at least some stupid ballpoint support from your teammate. Yep. Again, stop trying to fight people. Especially don't get close to them like that. Your weapon definitely does not win in close range. And you didn't need to drop off the spinner in the first place to fight them. So. Just a lot of taking bad fights. I feel like. A lot more fights than you need to. Especially when you don't have cooler. Just get your cooler. And you want to play like that, get your cooler first. Go right side, okay, be sharp, be sharp, be sharp.
Yep.
Oh yeah. No, please don't fight this. Please back up in the cooler. Okay. That's not the time to be cooler.
Not looking and not looking.
And also just a terrible time to be playing cooler like 2 of your teammates like that, and you're not safe. Because even if you get your juice there, you just, congratulations, you shorten your respawn time. Now nobody on your team can get to that cooler, and you just wasted your entire cooler.
You're jumping.
Not a good job.
Okay, I'll say it in 10 seconds. Does it happen like 12?
You put out there, so
Oh, I'll say my feedback in 5 seconds because it happened like 20 million.
which is
Dropping without looking, dropping prematurely. The main thing I noticed is dropping. What does it mean to drop? Is when you drop and it takes a long time or it's really hard to return.
yeah.
Because then people can back you in the corners. So you need to, before you drop, you need to, like, I need to drop. I can if I just wanted to paint, you don't need to drop to do that.
Yeah.
Did I check? Because there could be somebody hiding there.
Yeah. I think it extends beyond dropping though. There's also a lot of like
But that was
well that's the biggest thing, I agree. But the other like really big thing for me is like when you fight someone, your strategy is just kind of to hold ZR and walk straight
Yes.
at them.
and walk around, which is
Yeah.
really for them, I guess.
And you don't even need to be fighting those people half the time. Like
More
you
than
just
half
need to
the
be
time.
building your cooler
Yeah.
and like spamming bombs, getting paint.
Let's see if I still have the cooler games. I probably don't because I've played a fuckload of X rank. Nope. No sir, I do not have a single game of
Well, I think that maybe like 20 times, and then we can see improve
Well-
other things. Don't drop 20.
yeah.
And
But
when
I
you
want
jump,
to
even if you jump in, jumping in can be like salvaged as long as you look where you dropped, but you didn't.
yeah.
You just looked at one place, dropped, and then somebody was hiding there. Of course, what else would you expect would happen?
Yeah. What am I looking for? Oh right, past recordings. Let's see if I have one of me playing. Finder. Actually, did I delete my VODs? Evie, you haven't been playing Splatoon, right?
Evie is too busy playing Pikmin 4.
Yeah.
Can you check if you have any VODs of me playing NZAP?
You playing NZAP. Let's see.
But yeah, that is like iconic low level play is just dropping for free and giving away free kills.
I don't think like.
Alright.
Well, I'm not gonna say anything because I don't really remember the situation at the beginning when you jumped to your teammate. I don't know who you jumped to.
I think that might have been a misclick, but
Okay.
But
Well, I was
yeah.
gonna say like it's not a bad habit to like jump to your teammates as long as like your teammate's playing correct.
yeah.
And
It's
most of
just
the
that
time-
like a lot of the situations where you had to jump out were like you got in that situation because you tried to push someone for no reason, or you played from a position that was just way too far forward.
Right. And well, like what I do usually is like I memorize like the D-pad direction for my teammate that is most likely gonna like not die and be in a risky situation to jump back to.
I've started just learning to just mash the D-pad and pick anyone, just because.
The only time you played Zap recently was the zone comeback game. Right?
That works. Do you have it?
Yeah.
Can you send me the code?
Can I upload it from my phone? No. Damn it. Okay, give me a moment.
Okay. Let's see if I can just give an example entry route on Zap. I mean, it's not helpful because it's not like you're looking for specific feedback on that. But oh hey, say no to AIR.
What is that about now?
What is-
Everybody's like,
Yeah,
I know the AR.
just say no.
It's stinky.
okay.
You can just paste the code into chat, UV, and I can.
Yeah.
But yeah, much better intro route in my opinion is like you run forward because you don't want to take all the spawn pain. That's fine.
Oh, huh. I'm top 3K in zones. I did not know that.
Good job.
In Japan?
Yeah.
What's your power? The fuck?
What is my power?
But yeah, I don't even have special charge, and I got that.
Oh, 2583.5. No wonder.
Man, I hate this guy.
Get
Casual 2500.
Get good.
I'm working on it,
Yeah.
bro. I'm working on it.
Because, spoiler alert, I have 325.
I'm
And
aware.
123.7.
I am aware of your
0-5. 0-5 and bring me to couch, baby.
I did not mean to drop there, but like you can get cooler from your plot, and then like throw the cooler into zone, and then by the way, you can also I think do this. No, okay, I threw too far. I think you can do that.
You might be able to, but you have to go into human form to collect it.
No,
I think you just lose your momentum.
I don't know. It's on some ledges you can. Alright. Now I'm just curious if you can do it if you throw it closer. Yeah. Look at how much of zone you can paint from your plot. And then watch this part. Well, not that. I missed. Congratulations. You can now paint the entire zone and cap the zone without leaving your plot.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes, to throw another
I have to
section.
throw another section bottom, yeah. But, and I think, does this work? Did I throw it too far? No, come on.
Yes, you did.
I'm just gonna do it from their plot then.
I'm pretty sure you've done it with us.
Yeah, but humpback, I think the ledges are lower, so it's easier. And for some reason, your vertical height matters a ton in grabbing cooler. Like, it's not spherical. Because I was playing on Manta today, and like somebody put it on the grades right above me, and it wasn't giving it to me. It was really stupid. Yeah, no, it doesn't give it to you. You have to be level with it, close to level with it for some reason. Anyway,
Honestly, I think that's for the better.
It's a flat cylinder or a fat cylinder.
Yeah.
Well, it's not.
okay, they are in my. They are
exactly
now in my stream
flat.
chat, and they are asking what we mean
But it's a little
by
more.
Oh,
By what?
what we mean by looking before dropping. Basically, what we're saying is like
But look for people or where people could be.
you should not.
Yeah, like,
you should
there's
not be
people are the-
dropping. You should not be committing to dropping unless you A, know where they are, and B, think you can sustain your position after you drop, knowing where they are.
A good question is why do you even need to?
Yeah.
Because you want to go to the zone, right? So why can't you just go to the zone directly? Because there's people there, and well, it would be really bad if you dropped for people there, but they already knew you were gonna do that. So it's all about what you want to do.
It's also a lot easier to die if you push without looking and also push into their like control and stuff
Yeah.
like.
The
It's
biggest
just
thing about
speeding.
dropping is just your movement is locked for a short period, and usually when you drop, you haven't. You're also dropping without painting properly. But
Yeah.
Well, that's linked to people because you
Yeah.
should always assume people are inside their ink.
yeah, unless
Right.
you have reason to know otherwise.
Yeah, but you can count it for.
Yeah. Well, let's see if this is a good example. Hopefully it's a good example. I know I played well in this game, so.
Well, hopefully it's a good example because we have no other.
Yeah, we have no other example.
Okay, this I.
Wow. First of all, getting cooler without dropping. I clear this guy and then I'll pick up the I can do this because I have cooler. I would not be doing this if I did not. That guy's just stupid.
And also we called out position, so we know where people are at this point. So it's like you're not pushing blindly into an area. It also gets cooler. So
Like, I guess as a general rule of thumb, when you push someone, well, like when you push into unknown territory, you should ideally, or when you're pushing into their territory, you should ideally be looking at the person that's trying to prevent you from doing that. So if you don't know where they are, you're probably doing it wrong. And if you're not looking at them, you're definitely doing it wrong. And if you don't know where you are, you need to A, look for them, or B, play in such a way that it doesn't matter whether they're there or not, they can't stop you. Which, for Zap, usually involves throwing a suction bomb and then painting behind it. But notice how there's like always people in front of me. Right? So, now I can push because I have cooler. But I only do this shit when I can justify it. This guy's bad. My friend's good now. And again, I'm behind him. I shouldn't have done that bomb, but yeah, so it's fine. Again, I stay relatively close. This is me egoing, but I can do that when I know where they are. At this point, I believe I just run around for 5 seconds. It's so easy. But that's not the best example, but I guess at least in terms of like committing on the how committing on the opening works, how the gameplay loop works, where like you should not ever be fighting people without cooler unless you're like directly supporting a friend or you're ego fighting.
Oh, another good reason to not drop right away is because you usually have more options when you don't drop.
Yeah.
So let's say something new happens. Let's say you
Why does it keep exploding?
instead of dropping, you plan to drop left, but you just stay on your platform a little, and all 4 of the enemy team mysteriously explodes. But so if you didn't drop, then you can immediately start going toward. But if you did drop, then you're already on the left side, and you have to do it slowly.
Yeah.
That.
There's also the fact that by dropping, you eliminate the option of disengaging, which is especially bad on NZAP because most of NZAP's gameplay, like, you saw me do it in that game, where like I pushed into their spawn, my teammate showed up, and I immediately disengaged and let them fight instead of me, and I'm just shooting from behind them. Because your weapon, it doesn't kill fast enough to avoid trading if you get into clean 1v1 fights. Unless you're really good in clicks or something. But even then, it's not a fast killing weapon, and so there's a lot of times where you want to be able to just dip out. Deal some damage and dip out. Annoy them and dip out. Get the paint for your cooler and then leave. And dropping is bad for that because you can't leave. Plus, you lose the fact that when you're on high ground, you usually end up having more rings than them. With NZAP, where you just kind of like do this, you just kind of wait for your shots to land. It's like a big loss to take. But yeah, I hope that makes sense. I'm assuming you missed the part where we were in live reaction. What should I do when my team isn't playing up enough? Like if I feel they're giving me too much space. Then you get cooler so that you can run it.
Also that too.
You have special charge. You get cooler really fucking fast.
Also tell them.
You can,
Yeah, and yell at your team.
You can also yell at your team to move up, but in order to do that, right, you need to be aware tangibly of the exact space you are giving up that you think you do not need to give up. Your team was pretty pushed up this game. I don't think they played it wrong. If anything, like I can see the places where maybe you thought you could push, like when they're on bottom end and stuff, but
Yeah.
those are not positions you can easily push without specials. Or just extremely strong team firepower from like an Expo or something where it's really hard for them to avoid getting hit. And even if they are backed into a weird corner like that, you have to remember, Suction Bomb will do the job for you without you having to risk your life.
Nobody ever wants to be stuck in that weird corner, no matter if they die or not.
Yeah.
What matters more is that your ball point on top mid. If they do stay down there, if you go on their flat, it's like even worse.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah. I think you are.
what I'm saying is that certain areas are useless to chase people into. Unless you get, or if you're taking a risk, of course.
I think you are being strongly overzealous, and it's hurting your cooler timing, your cooler placement, and then you're fighting without cooler, and then putting your team into rough situations because.
Be overzealous if you know what you're doing. But
I think as a just general rule of thumb, at least at the level you're playing at, as a Zap, you should not have to be fighting enough team. The enemy team is not playing fast enough that they're gonna like push your entire team and wipe you while you're getting your cooler. You're gonna have time to get cooler. So just get your cooler, fight with the cooler by putting it in a place where everyone can access it and it's like behind. You generally want it behind the front lines so that people can pick it up as they're going up or back up into it. Right? Because if you put it all the way at the front, then it's really easy for the enemies to shoot at it, and half the time, like, part of your team can hit it. But you can go watch the beginning of the video for our live reaction. For context for what bad drops look like.
Is that the only game?
Right now? What is happening?
What?
Are they listening in right now?
Yeah.
Yes.
And they do. What'd you say, Proto?
Was that the only game that they had?
I mean, we could review another one if you want. That's the only game they sent me.
Knights of Sledgehammer.
Alright, they're gone today. Alright, I'm ending stream. Good night.